Wonderful. What we have next is a demonstration. The Bible tells us that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. In effect, that means that all have missed the mark. They haven't hit the target. They've instead missed what they intended to hit. And as a result, only God himself can make things right for us. And when he does that, he brings us to the right place with him. And then he says, now I want you to try again. And this time, with my help, you can shoot for and hit the mark with the help of the Lord. And we have Mr. Wontorcik, who has something he'd like to show us about all of this. And I'll let him tell us what we're doing and what he has in his hand. Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
We're set for you. Is your mic on? Why don't we turn that on so we can hear you?
Okay.
Well, is that going to work again?
I don't know. Just talk loud, we can hear you.
We'll try
How about
again.
now?
How about now? Let's try again.
Okay. Maybe I'll just scream.
Okay.
All hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, that's a ball here. And see, the verse I'm jumping off for on this is from Philippians 3:14. And in the King James it reads, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. And so that's we have to tie this into archery somehow. A mark is something an archer would shoot at. Modern translations use the word goal. It's basically what your life is after. And when we look at this verse, we kind of gather a couple things. One, that Paul had a mark. And there are many people in the world today who, we see that don't have a mark. There's no goal for their life. They're like an archer shooting without a target, shooting randomly. And if I were to do that in this room, things would get broken, people would get hurt, and I'd be hauled off to jail. And sometimes people's lives are like that too. They're kind of randomly going on. They get involved in drugs and alcohol and other bad things, the law, from one relationship to another. So in the same way, we need a mark for our life, something to shoot at, shoot for. I've got Peter here, who's my volunteer here to help me out, professional volunteer.
Oh boy.
Now, Peter, you have nerves of steel, correct?
Yeah, are you going to put an apple on my head?
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Great courage and faith.
Yeah.
How's your IQ?
IQ, I haven't checked recently.
It's probably too high, but both make two. And that's the part that you kind of, you might, he already figured it out, so. Here, if you could just, I got to practice a little bit. I didn't get to practice. I forgot one thing before I, hold on. You should only do this in a room full of people if you're a trained professional. And I am neither trained nor professional, so front row be warned. Okay. Fire some shots here.
Right.
Kind of bounce and
Over there somewhere, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But don't, when I shoot, don't grab it.
No.
Don't grab it.
Gotcha. I feel you. Okay.
This isn't much space.
No, I got you.
Let's see, where am I? I have to look at my notes here. Take on the bow. This is just basic compound bow. Actually, older one. I don't really shoot the bow too much anymore. I can't see so good. Let's look at some of the things that people shoot at are in their lives. Like sports. Like Peter, you work at MSU, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And I work at the University of Michigan. And there's a little bit of a rivalry. So, some people who are really in sports might have animosity. You might think I would have animosity to sport Peter because he works at a different rival. My place, right? I wouldn't feel that way. They are a little strange over there. Like they win a football game and you're like, woo! Bird pouches and strings. And this happens all over the world. In Europe, the soccer games, they have riots all the time. And down in that school in Ohio, they burn cars and things, some people are just very focused on their target is sports. So let's see if we can oh, gee, that was a little bit low, Peter.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're doing this.
Oh, man. Careful with my apple.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a little low. Hopefully we get a little higher. So what are some other things that people might have? Things. People are very into things in our culture. For example, the iPhone. I mean, there were people who stood outside for, was it days, weeks, to get the first iPhone something. Really kind of crazy. Some of the older people might remember Cabbage Patch dolls. Remember when those dolls were out? Yeah, they stood in line in the wintertime to get, outside overnight, whatever, the Cabbage Patch dolls, which we're here today and not tomorrow, right? So some people might shoot at things. Let's see if we can't get a little bit closer for Peter's sake. Oh, that one was pretty high. Okay, Peter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah.
People should be kind of nervous.
Oh, man.
So, there's the other thing is people in our society can really get, their target can be work. They're all wrapped up into work. They spend, 18 hours a day at the office and really neglect their family. So, our target's important, what our target is. So work, so let's see. Get closer to that yellow dot. Not lose your reach. Yeah, it works. Oh. So, let's see, what's our final thing here? Oh, fame and fortune. Yeah, there's a lot of people chasing fame and fortune. They're playing the lottery, doing all these things. But all you have to do is look at the lives of some of the... we can name just a few of the most famous people that we've probably heard about. We didn't just know what their fame and fortune. We got like Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, and real recently Robin Williams. People who seemingly had all the fame and fortune that this world has to offer, but yet their lives weren't fulfilled. So let's see. Well, at least we got a little bit of grouping. The grouping's a little bit low. Pull these arrows out. And then, now, I think Peter's wife out there, Rachel, she's probably getting a little worried right now. You're a little worried? You got good health insurance here Well, I brought this along as a stand-in. In the movies they have stand-ins where they do dangerous things. So I brought a stand-in along for Peter.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
We're going to put our stand-in right there. You want to put the apple on top of it? Okay. You didn't actually think I was going to shoot the apple off his head. You thought I was going to try that? Oh, that wouldn't be very responsible. Especially the way I shoot. Go. Anybody think I'm going to hit the apple?
Yes.
How close are you?
I got thrown out myself. Because like I said, I am an untrained gambler. So we will. Ah.